Hey guys, we got law sines, law cosines coming up. 2 days on law sines, 1 law cosines. Think this isn't too bad. At least that's my hope. So let's get going. Get this video going. All right, the law sines looks like this. You put the sine of angle A over side A, and that's always going to equal the sine of angle B over side B, and the sine of angle C over side C. Those are always going to be equal to each other. It's unbelievable how that happens. Now, when you see these letters, remember they're opposites. Like angle A would be right here on the picture. Side A is right there, exactly opposite of angle A. Side B, which is right here, is exactly opposite of angle B, which is right there. And lastly, angle C is right here. Opposite of it is side C. So everything you see in the law of sines, remember, you must have opposites, either angles or sides. A and A, B and B, C and C, always opposite of each other. Let's try a couple here. Oh, before we do that, make sure you use law of sines when you have to have opposites to do it. The only time that's going to happen is if you have ASA. Remember what that means from geometry: angle, side, angle. SAA, side, angle, angle, which is kind of a weird one, and also side, side, angle. And all three of those will give you what you need to use the law of sines. So we're only going to use law of sines when we have one of those three cases. Basically, you have to know opposites, which I'll show you here in a second. Okay, I'm going to show you one example here. It's going to be a short video because they all work out the same. Okay, so let's go through this one really quick and see what happens. First of all, the directions say solve the triangle. Whenever you see those words, it means find everything that's missing. Well, looking at that triangle, I'm looking for angle B, which is capital B, side B, which is little b, and side A, which is little a. What I know is, to be able to use law of sines, look what I do know though. I know angle C and side C, which is what I have to use to find what I'm looking for. So before I do that though, I do know what angle B is. Just now hit me. I do know what angle B is. Remember, all three angles in the triangle add up to be 180. So I'm going to do first, I'm going to do 180 minus 25 minus 20. And whatever that leaves me with is going to be angle B. When I do that subtraction right there, I'm getting 135 degrees. So one answer, you don't even have to use law of sines to get that one. Now, once I know that one, I can find little b, because I can say the sine of C, which is 25 degrees, over little c, which is 80.4. That's going to equal sine of B, which is 135, which you just found, by the way, over little b. And all I'm going to do to solve this, guys, I'm going to do this all in my calculator, but I'm going to multiply these two together, cross multiply. Just and also make sure you're in degree mode. You might want to punch this in your calculator while we're working through this. And then divide by the sine 25. So if I showed you the work, it would look like B times sine 25 equals 80.4 times sine of 135. Okay, then I would divide by the 25 to find little b. But when I do that, punching that in right now, I'm getting 134.5, so I'm going to put that right there. So all I'm lacking now is little a. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same exact thing, the c's that they gave me, to find little a. So I'm going to say sine of 25 degrees over 80.4. Once again, equals sine C, which is 20 degrees, sine of 20 degrees over little c. I'm going to do the same process again. I'm going to cross multiply here, those two numbers, and divide by sine 25, punching it in my calculator right now, and I'm getting 65.1. Now, you can't really check it this way, but it's a good little thing to make sure your answers make sense. Remember, the biggest angle should be opposite the biggest side and vice versa. So the biggest angle is 135. That's obviously the biggest side is 134.5. The smallest side is angle A, which is 20. Sorry, the smallest angle is 20. The smallest side is 65.1, which is also A. So it makes all perfect sense. All right, so guys, that's really it. I'm going to stop the video here. You did some of this in geometry way back. Hope that makes a little bit of sense to you. And we'll work on it tomorrow like we always do. Can't wait to see you. See you then.